I wanted to start us off with a small math question. What is 1 plus 1? So if you think the answer is A, can you please raise your hand? And if you think the answer is B, can you please raise your hand? So yes, the answer is A. But this is not the topic of my speech. This is just what we call as a focus exercise. This is just what we call as a focus exercise. This just informed me of how many of those present right now are actually focusing with what I'm saying. So now I want to move into our actual topic. So after spending countless weeks and hours researching and meeting neurologists and doctors, going from this hospital to that hospital, I was able to get these two images of the brain. One of which the brain is balanced, and the other of when the brain is not balanced. So this is the image of the brain when it is balanced. I know it might be hard to understand these images, but bear with me, I'll explain the differences. And this is the image of the brain when it isn't balanced. So you might be saying, oh, where is the difference? So if you look at the brain which is balanced, you notice that the scale is at the same level. And if you look at the one which isn't balanced, the scale is at a different level. And this is where a problem occurs. When the scale sticks on one side for way too long is when you have what we call as an imbalanced work life. So what is actually being weighed on the scale? To understand how to fix this problem, we need to know what is on the scale. So we have on one side what we call as work. When I say work, I don't mean your job. I mean your career or ambition. So for an adult, work would be their job or their family, while for a student, work would be their education. And on the other side, we have what we call as life. Life is anything from family to health to enjoyment. So what happens when you're balanced, when your scale looks like this for a little too long? Well, let's say this heavy side is work. I want to explain what happens with a small example. So we have here what we call as the rat race cycle of a normal 9-to-5 office job. You wake up in the morning, you're running to work because you're probably late from waking up late. You have to work from your normal time from 9 to 5. You have dinner, and then you go to sleep to wake up again in the morning. But this situation is already as bad as it is. But let's make it even worse. So you're running to work, you're at work. And your boss walks in and says these 3 words. You need to work more. So now your 9 to 5 has just become a 9 to 7. But not only is it an extended time, you are working longer hours with more load. So you need to work harder. So now your 9 to 5 is a 9 to 7, but now you're running from this office to that office, from this manager to that manager, getting this paper signed and that paper signed. So you're going home at around, let's say you finish work at 7:30, you're going home at 8. Reach home at 8:30, putting in time in consideration traffic. So it's already 8:30 and you just walk through your home store. Let's say you're quite hygienic, which I expect most of you are, quite good if you aren't. So you take a shower, you change, you eat food. It's 10, 9:30 if you're cooking showers. It's already 10 and you've just finished eating dinner. So now what has happened is that you've lost what we call as a dopamine factor. So what is a dopamine factor? Dopamine factors are certain things in your life that cause your brain to produce a hormone called dopamine. What is dopamine? It's like a drug. It's what we call as the happiness hormone. It's what covers your senses of fatigue and malnutrition and overstress. So now you've lost your dopamine factors. So you're going to bed, you're overstressed, you're overworked, you're fatigued, and you're tired, and you're unhappy. So what does this lead to if you continue this cycle? Well, it leads to what we call as imminent depression. You're going to lose all motivation to do your work, you're going to lose all motivation to live. So now let's go back to this balance and look at the other side. What happens if this isn't work, but it's life? So I don't think I need to explain this, as it's quite simple what happens then. Well, to put it in simple terms, either you'll get a harsh scolding from your boss, or you'll, worst case scenarios, get fired. Which I don't think anyone here wants to get fired. So the real question should be, how do you achieve this balance, and how do you keep it? Well, keeping the balance is quite simple. So what needs to happen is that most people in our society at this time and age work for what we call as money. And And we're pushed to work for money and get a good job without knowing if we actually like or enjoy doing that job. And this is what causes the balance to start tipping. But when you actually do a job that you enjoy, it starts to cause a sense of happiness. You're waking up in the morning because you want to go to your job, not because you're forced to, so you can make money for your family to survive. You wake up in the morning so you can, not so that you can have enough money to feed your kids, but so that you can meet the people in your work and enjoy what you're doing. This helps you form a proper work-life balance. And on the other side, how do you fix your life? Well, fixing what we call as life is very simple. You need to sit down with yourself for a couple of hours and re-question your life. What are you doing wrong? Why is your life heavier than your work? In most case scenarios, it's the other way around. Your work is heavier than your life. But the moment it flips to the other side, that's when you know there's something wrong. You are not working properly. Is it a mental phase? Is it a physical phase? Or is it just a lack of motivation?